How performers and artists can beat imposter syndrome when creating a new song. Welcome to the School of Self-Worth Live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sam Osborne, the Self-Worth Guide. Today is episode number 196. And this video is for performers and artists, specifically singer-songwriters, who experience self-doubt, imposter syndrome when creating a new song, whether that's an original song or a cover of another artist's song. So the main message I want you to remember from this whole video is live according to your highest value. Live according to your highest value as a songwriter and a musician. That means that no matter what you do, no matter what people say about your music, focus on what is most important to you. Of course, you don't want to step on any toes as a musician and a songwriter, but if you live according to your highest value, that's going to help you reduce imposter syndrome and self-doubt when you are creating your art and your music. Now, let's go through some of the concerns that you might have as a performer and an artist and a singer-songwriter when creating a new song. So the first one is that, and now I got inspired by a good friend of mine who's been talking to me about this, so I want to say a big shout out to him. And his first concern was, am I plagiarizing another song? I mean, now that's an obvious sort of question as a songwriter. You would think, well, if you're creating a song, you might be doubting whether your song is original enough or whether it sounds too much like another song out there. That's totally normal. And of course, you don't want to plagiarize other artists. You want to aim to do something original. But if you're doing a cover, there's also the problem that the fan base are going to probably say, well, your song is not as good as the original one, so they might trash you. And yes, the world is filled with people who will trash you on the internet just for putting yourself out there. So that is another concern. You also might receive, criticism from people saying you're just a wannabe artist, or insert the name of the artist that you're trying to copy or that people think you're trying to copy. And that they would say you're being a wannabe artist. So that can be a concern as well when you are trying to create an original song or a cover. And on a deeper level, it might be to do with the fact that you don't trust your instincts and that you might not feel that you're capable of writing a great song like like the song that you are trying to write a cover for, or maybe you're trying to write an original song. This is probably a very common fear and concern for singer-songwriters, is that on a deeper level, they don't feel like they can trust their instincts to create something that is unique and original and of good quality. So trust your instincts, people. You might also have another concern of that you want to be praised by others as a singer-songwriter. That's normal. You want to get feedback. You want to be recognized for what you do. It feels great to get some feedback and some praise. Everybody needs that. It's good. It's nice to have someone say, I really got great value from what you do. You bring joy to my life. There's nothing wrong with that. But you shouldn't let that need for approval and validation from other people reduce, let us say, your confidence in being a singer-songwriter. You should give yourself that approval and that validation. And also there's the concern of just being trashed by people on the internet. And again, go back to your highest value, serve your audience as well. Like, think, I want to create a song that really comes from the heart and gives people something beautiful to listen to, without copying other people. Then there's this other concern that maybe your cover or your song is simply not good. It could be disrespecting the original artist, and that's going to happen. But you got to understand that just as there are as many people that are going to criticize and trash your work, there is going to be just as many people out there in the world who say, it's a great song and I love your music. So there's also going to be people who trash you because they're projecting their own insecurities on you, who has the courage to put yourself out there and at least try to create something new. So just take a moment to expand your perception to include, the realities of life, that there's going to be people who hate you and there's going to be people that love what you do. So that's going to help you to reduce imposter syndrome when you're creating a new song. So I want you to remember one thing from this video is that if you're having problems as a singer-songwriter, live according to your highest value. That means you find out what is your number one value, that the most important thing for you when you are creating your music. Live according to that. That is going to be a great source of inspiration. If you can get into that mindset, if you can get into your heart and say, yeah, I really value, and then you got to fill that sentence with whatever it is. For me as an educator, I love and value education. I love it. I love learning for myself, and I love teaching people what I learn. So for you, you might think, okay, what do I value? What do I want to give to the world? And what do I want to receive from that? So live according to your highest value is the number one thing you can do as a singer, songwriter, performer, and artist. If you're experiencing self-doubt when you're writing a song and you're having problems like that, go back to your values. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got questions, put them in the questions box right now. Share this video. And if you've loved this video, I'm trying to do them every day on various platforms. And if you want a free gift, I've got one. It's called the Self-Confidence Starter Kit. It's a series of videos to help you to reduce imposter syndrome. And you can get that at samosborne.com/starter kit. And I'm going to be doing challenges coming up with, I'm going to have a mastermind group for performers and artists. So stick around for that. And yeah, if you remember one thing, it's live according to your highest value. Have a great weekend, everyone.